Please click the subscribe button and the notification icon. It will help us a lot.
I don't think it's something unique to me. I'm sure is a lot of people have similar experience. Is when I first graduated from school to get a real job. What happened is I graduated year of 2001 from school, and that is when we get into recession. The year we plummet into recession from very good economy, general economy is good. That's when the whole economy start to drop. And a couple of months after I graduated from school, we got 9/11 and the whole country, whole world declared war. So it is already tricky for any new graduate to get a job in any situation. But that year when the world politics and everything goes downhill and you graduate at that time, and the animation industry also, that's the transition year. They transition from 2D to 3D, so there's no job in the industry for 2D, and a lot of studios are not hiring at the time because they are trying to figure out how they want to reorganize the company to develop 3D shows. So for around that time, there's no job in the industry. So it was unexpected, and also when you are a student, kind of young, and start going to the real world, at least for me, in my head, you think, oh, it's hard, but it's not going to be that bad. I just spent a couple of months working hard, looking for a job, then I'll be okay. But then when all that happened, it's like, oh snap, there's no job. We are in a recession. It's like everyone has no job. It's not just because you're a student, you can't get a job. It's that everyone has no job. You can't have to find a way to survive. On top of that, I was a student, international student on student visa, trying to get a working visa. And after 9/11, suddenly all the immigration law changed overnight. So everything goes wrong that year. So it was unexpected in that sense. But I remember I told myself, there's many nights I was so worried, not able to get a job, and I could get deported out of the country. There's many sleepless nights and panic attack at night and start crying. But I also remember one thing. I always tell myself, if I can survive that year and somehow manage to find a job and able to stay in the country and get my working visa, I think I can survive most challenge years to come in the industry, because that's kind of a reality check, is that life can go really difficult and very unexpected. So it might not be the worst thing in life, but I remember if I can survive getting a job without getting deported out of the country, I think I can handle most challenge down the road. So that would be the thing that will always stay in my mind, even till today, whenever I have really rough time. And in 2013, I decided to quit my day job at the studio, which is a really good job, and do independent. The early transition was rough, even though it's my own decision. But I always remember, I go back. At least this is my choice. It's bad. You suddenly go from high income to no income by choice. But there's no way it'll be as worse as back in the day when I first started. So I think that's always the lesson, always come back to me whenever I get a rough patch, and say, it can't be that bad. It's not as bad as that one time. So if I can do it at the time with zero experience, survive, get a job, stay in America without getting deported back to my country, I think I can handle a lot of the challenge coming years to come, because animation is a fun industry, but at the same time, it's also a very challenging industry with a lot of up and down. But it's good. When it's not so good, it is a bit of a struggle for a lot of people, and it's not easy industry. So I remember, if I can survive recession, war, deportation, being a student, can't find a job, I think should be able to handle any new challenge years to come and just be grateful. I'm not worried about being deported anymore.